Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis. In this video, I'm going to give you a review of Game of Thrones season 7. So with this review, I'm going to give you the highlights and then I'm going to let you know whether I like this season or not. So Game of Thrones season 7 starts off with Danerys Targareyn. She has finally reached Westeros and she has a lot of allies supporting her. She has 3 dragons. She has the Dothraki, the Unsullied. She has Tyrion Lannister as her hand, and she has Varys as another ally, as another advisor. She also has the House of Tyrell supporting her. Dorne and Theon and Yara Greyjoy are supporting her with their fleet. So if Daenerys Targaryen attacks King's Landing right now, she can take the throne, but Tyrion objects. He wants there to be as minimal bloodshed as possible, and he wants to give Cercei the opportunity to surrender the throne peacefully. So when they do take the throne by force, they can say, hey, we gave you this opportunity to resolve this peacefully. However, Cercei is not going to give up the Iron Throne, not without a fight, especially now that she's queen of Westeros. So she partners with Euron Greyjoy. That's the uncle of Yara and Theon Greyjoy. And with her army and Euron Greyjoy's fleet, they take out some of Daenerys' allies. So Euron captures Yara and Theon abandons her, and he's able to kill 2 of the Dornish daughters and capture 1 daughter and the mother. And Cercei tortures the mom and the daughter, and eventually they die. Also, Daenerys and Tyrion come up with a plan to take Casterly Rock, but Jaime Lannister remembered a trick that Robb Stark pulled on them when they were fighting each other in the war. And by Daenerys taking Casterly Rock, they leave Highgarden vulnerable. So Jaime Lannister with his army, they take Highgarden and they kill the Lady of Thorns, Olenna Tyrell, and they take Highgarden. So even though Daenerys still has the numbers on her side, she's losing this war. She's lost the House of Tyrell, she's lost Dorne, she's lost the rest of the Greyjoys and the Iron Island. She's basically lost all of her allies in Westeros. So Cercei Lannister was able to turn things around. Daenerys, who's very furious about what has happened, she decides to take Dracarys, her dragon, and lay waste to Jaime Lannister's army. She even takes the Dothraki with her, and Jaime Lannister and Bronn are afraid of not only the dragon, but of the Dothraki. And Bronn is rethinking his life choices. He said, look, I've been with you Lannisters through a lot, but dragons is where I draw the line. Daenerys, she's able to lay waste to Jaime Lannister's army, and she tells the House of Tarly and the Lannister armies, if you bend the knee, you guys can live, but if you don't, you die. So the head of the Tarly family, father and his son, the son is the brother of Samwell Tarly, and the head of the Tarly family, that's Sam's father. Anyway, he decides that I'm not going to bend the knee. I already pledged my loyalty to one queen. I'm not going to betray her. So Daenerys, to show that she is strong, she kills father and son, even though Tyrion objects to it, but she's tired of hearing Tyrion because he's been wrong lately. Next plot point is the Citadel. So Samwell Tarly is in the Citadel, and he's there because he's learning to be a maester for the Night's Watch. Aegon Targaryen passed away and they need a new maester. So Samwell Tarly's at the Citadel to learn to be a maester. While he's there, he runs into Jorah Mormont, the son of Jeor Mormont, who was formerly the head of the Night's Watch. Samwell sees that Jorah is suffering from grayscale, and he wants to pay back Jeor Mormont by saving his son from the grayscale. But as of this moment in season 7, there's no cure for grayscale. There's never been a successful operation for grayscale. You could accidentally catch it yourself and spread it and kill other people. Grayscale is terrible. But Samwell is indebted to Jorah Mormont, so he decides, I'm going to save your son. I'm going to save Jorah Mormont. I'm going to save him, even if this gets me kicked out of the Citadel. I owe Jorah Mormont everything. He looked after me when I was in the Night's Watch. I'm going to save his son. So he performs the first operation ever to remove grayscale, and he is successful. The head maester is impressed but also furious, but he's really impressed by what Samwell Tarly does. And Jorah Mormont is healed, and he goes back to Queen Daenerys. Next plot point is Jon Snow. So he's king of the North, and he's getting his banner. He's trying to get his bannermen to understand that if we are going to defeat the Night King and these White Walkers, we need the Dragon Queen's help. If I don't go south, we're all gonna die. All of Westeros is gonna die. This is about the land. This is about the living versus the dead. And Sansa and the rest of the bannermen are trying to convince him that don't go south. Sansa's grandfather and her father, they went south and they died. Just stay here. And Jon is repeating himself. If we stay here, we're gonna die. I could possibly die by going south, but I also have a chance of getting an ally who can help us defeat the Night King. It's only logical that I go south. There's no perfect solution for this. I have to take the risk. If I just stay here, we're not going to win against the Night King. We need allies. We need the Dragon Glass. We need the Dragon Queen's dragon. So the bannermen reluctantly agree. Jon goes south. He's talking to Daenerys. Hey, I need your help to defeat the Night King. Your battle with Cercei is not as important as this, because even if you take the throne, you're going to have to deal with these White Walkers. And if you don't help me destroy these White Walkers, there's not going to be a Westeros for you to rule. Daenerys doesn't want to help Jon Snow. She wants to focus on taking the Iron Throne, but as a compromise, and what Tyrion suggested is, let Jon Snow and his allies mine the Dragon Glass. This way she's doing something to help his cause, so he can return the favor when it comes to her taking the Iron Throne. Tyrion believes Jon Snow that the White Walkers exist, and he suggests that, hey, you need to go on an expedition, bring these White Walkers to Cercei, and maybe she'll believe you. Maybe she'll work with you to stop these White Walkers, because you're going to need all the help you can get. Jon Snow goes on this expedition. Jorah Mormont, who is cured of grayscale, goes along with him, and they capture a White Walker, but they're trapped in the middle of a frozen lake. And as soon as the lake refreezes, they're gonna have to fight off all these White Walkers, and they do, and they're about to lose until Daenerys Targaryen goes there herself with her 3 dragons, and she's decimating these armies of White Walkers. She's able to save Jon Snow and the rest and some of his friends. However, she loses one of her dragons to the Night King. He slays one of the dragons, turns it into an ice dragon zombie, and that's where the season ends. So I really enjoyed season 7. I was worried about watching it at first, because people tell me that season 6 was the last good season of Game of Thrones and that everything's downhill from there, but season 7 is still a very strong season. All right, if you've seen Game of Thrones season 7, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think this is a good season or not? Let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. Don't stop watching. YouTube has recommended this video for you next.